Hello, everyone. It's been a minute since I've gone live on my personal page, so I wanted to jump on and answer tons and tons of questions I get on a regular. And I'm super excited to answer. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you are just here because you have some questions, cool. So let me just start off first by saying, again, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Lindsay Hack. I am the co-owner of Hack to Fit Coaching, and I've been doing this for 23 years. I live in Mexico with my 2 teenage daughters and my husband, who's also my business partner, and our 3 dogs. So if you've been looking at my posts for the last, I don't even know, few months now, I feel like you're like, Lindsay, all you ever do is talk about AI images and AI vision boards and what's going on. So I wanted to come on and talk about it a little bit. So let's go back 15 years. I did my very first vision board workshop, and it was typical magazines and glue sticks and all of those things. We got together and we designed our vision board. We've been doing vision boards with our own kids for years now. I've been doing them for myself, for my clients. In 2016, I did my very first virtual vision board because that's when I brought my business online, and it was pretty awesome. And then kind of as technology moved along, we started using Canva and Pinterest and those type of things. And then back in like October of 2024, I started learning AI images for myself. And I really loved being able to create images for myself. And then for shits and giggles, I put those AI images and I created some for my vision board. And I was absolutely blown away. I could not believe the power these things had. And I just wanted to yell it from the rooftops. I wanted to tell everybody about these. And so I started doing workshops. And those workshops now have been, I've done some private workshops for other coaches. I've done some public workshops. My next workshop is actually March 22nd, which is a Saturday. It's a 2-hour workshop. And I want to teach you guys. I want to teach people who are interested in learning about the power of vision board, how AI brings it to life, and what it does just from a mindset, neurological. We're not going to get too sciencey on that perspective, and I just absolutely love it. I call it my mini manifestation moments when my vision board slides through on my computer, on my laptop, because I give a moment. I just have that moment, and I just am loving them. And so I am talking about them, yes, a lot, because I want more and more people to really see what it's all about. So that's how I started. That's where I'm going with this. I have been doing workshops with other coaches in their communities. I have multiple collaborations coming up, which I'm just super, super excited about. But I get questions on the daily, multiple times a day, asking me specific questions. And I just wanted to take a minute to answer those. So buckle in, get ready. If you're interested, cool. If not, swipe on past. It's all good too. That is fine. And if you do have any questions, just let me know. Okay. So I am going to just bring up the first question. So what exactly is an AI vision board, and how is it different from traditional ones? Now, I want you to think about this for a second, because if you don't know much about AI, if you don't know much about vision boards, that's okay. I totally understand. And it's not something that you have to know. But here's the thing. I love vision boards for future pacing, understanding what's going on with my clients that I work with, and more importantly, with myself. I often say, what am I doing right now that is going to be good for my 85-year-old self? What am I doing this very moment that is going to be okay, whether it's food, whether it's moving my body, whether it's my mindset, that's going to be good for my 85-year-old self? So guess what? When you create a vision board that is, whether it's a generic traditional vision board or whether it's an AI-generated vision board, we're actually creating our future, right? And we're trying to bring it to life. That's the idea. So now, in the past when I had a race, I would put the race's name. Last year, I wanted to do a race. I put the race's name. I put a pair of running shoes, and I actually put even a mountain because it was a trail race. This year, I have a picture of me crossing the finish line, hands in the air, medal already around my neck. And it is so powerful that even when I'm doubting if I can do it, or if I'm humming and hawing over my training, I look at that image and I get my ass out there, because that is the power, right? And again, there's so much to that, and I don't want to go into all the science a bit of it, but I do want you to know that when we see ourselves already doing it, we actually don't know. The brain, the neurons, the neuroscience that goes on in there doesn't know the difference between doing it and seeing yourself doing it, which is absolutely incredible. And I want you to know that everything that we have with these AI vision boards is because I'm all about getting it done, doing the things. Now, is it magic? No. And I've heard this many times. Oh, I create my AI vision board and then I get it done. No. We still have to take steps. We still have to do those things. So definitely not magic. But seeing it, believing it, feeling it, dreaming it, all of those things come together. So I hear a lot of people ask me, and they ask about the tech behind the tools that I use. So the AI tools that I use is called Flux Laura, and I train that tool to take images of yourself and upload them into that tool, and then you're able to create all of these images that look just like you. It's amazing. I am not IT help desk in our house. My husband is. I always laugh. He's an IT help desk. So when it comes to can you get it? Can you learn it? Is it possible? 100%. You do not have to be techie to do it. Does it take time to kind of get it? Yes. I've spent hours and hours and hours in this software, in this AI, to get it done. Does that mean that you can't learn? No. Do you have to have the mental capacity and the ability and the time? Yes. But it is not super complicated. I mean, there's Dal, there's Midjourney, there's a few other ones that people are using that I feel like is a little bit more complicated, than the Flux Laura. So that's a really, really big one. And if you do come to a workshop that I'm doing, I actually teach you how to do the AI images with the AI tool, and then using Canva and ChatGPT and a few of the other ones, and bring it all together. So it's a step-by-step way of doing it, and it's an implementation workshop, which means I'm not just telling you, like right here on a live, I'm telling you stuff, I'm giving you information. We're doing it together. And one of the things I'm doing this time around, which is new, is I'm actually having a VIP ticket, which gives you an opportunity to be the demo for the actual workshop. So I get your images and I put your stuff together so that I can show people how to do it. So it's a really, really great opportunity to learn, but also see yourself do it. Because that's honestly the big thing that I say to people, is that when you see mine or my clients, all of our vision boards, they're amazing, but they're still generic images that don't have the connection to you. I did my husband's, the last workshop that I did, I used Ben's images and I put them up. And I mean, again, it's important to have some demos. And he's like, I love your vision boards. Obviously, that's amazing. But when he saw his, he's like, holy shit. And that's exactly it. So that's what I want. I want that moment for all of you to be like, holy shit, that is so powerful. All right, some of the mistakes that people are doing when creating, and this is something that I've actually created quite a few videos on this, and they're going to be going up onto my YouTube channel, is some of the things that people aren't able to get quite right, or maybe their images are not quite right, or what's going on. And so prompting is a really big part of AI. And so for those of you who use ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or Storm or any of these AIs, is that the prompting honestly is probably the most important thing. In the images, we have to train the LoRa's to get your image right, but the prompt is what makes the AI vision come to life. And so one of the things I see often is that there's not enough description in there, that there's not enough information. So if you have an idea of a prompting, the things that are most important, AI picks from the top and works its way down from the importance perspective. So, when I look at AI images, especially for our vision board, we are looking at description of facial features, because really we can do a lot with body parts, but if we don't get the facial features right, then that's where it kind of falls apart. So AI prompting is key. And then the second biggest one is people get the AI prompt in there, they get their images, and I always recommend doing 4, and they don't like them, and then they go and they change the prompting completely. Take small tweaks and changes, right? Maybe it's changed the color of the shirt to red. Maybe it's changed the earrings from gold to silver. Maybe it's fixed the size of the glasses. Don't change all of it, because then AI will just create whole new photos for you. So again, I go in all of this detail when it comes to the workshop, but I really want to answer some of these questions. So how often do I update my vision board? for maximum impact. I'm not going to lie, I have about 6 different vision boards. I have some for travel, bucket list, business, family. I love it. And once you've trained your AI, you actually can make anything you want. So when an image comes through and somebody's posted something, I'm like, ooh, I love that image. Or I have a client who says, I really want the one that I posted earlier. I want to be in an elephant sanctuary. I'm like, ooh, that would be fun. Let's see what I look like in an elephant sanctuary, right? Somebody else is like, can you make me into a fairy with fairy wings? And I'm like, ooh, that will be fun. I want to be a fairy wing, fairies with wings. And so once you've trained your AI, you can create anything. And that's the beauty of learning it yourself. Now, oftentimes I get, Lindsay, I don't have the capacity or the mindset or the time to do it. Can you do it for me? Yes, that is a product that I offer. I create your own images for you, and then I create your vision board for you. So if that's something that you want, reach out, let me know. I will absolutely do that for you. But I also want to teach other people who want to do this, to learn to do this, and that's where the workshops come into play. Because once they learn, then they're able to do all the things themselves. But I also totally understand. I've had about 120 people come through private and public workshops so far. And I would say maybe 5 to 10 have actually done the work. And I say that knowing that, my AI mentor, his group is like 800,000 people now. I don't even know where it is. It's so much. And I still know that there's people who, even though they have access to him and he's trained them and he's giving them all this great stuff, we all know that we're all going to do all the things, right? Just like I have certain things that I get other people to do because A, I'm not an expert in that, and B, I don't have any interest in that. My goal for 2025 is only do things I absolutely love. So everything else, I'm going to get somebody else to do it. Does that mean I can't? Does that mean I don't want to learn? No. But I'm really trying to focus on the things I love to do. And so for me, I'm loving the AI images. I love playing with it. I love being creative with it. I never thought that I would take AI technology and creativity and bring them together because I've never really been a big art person or, any of those things, but I love it so much. So if you don't love it, let me do it. I'll do it for you, no problem. If you love it and you want to learn it, then one of the workshops is great for you because that will help you learn and move. So to answer the question in a roundabout way, you can do an AI upgrade anytime you want. What I love to do is actually put check marks beside it, give it once I've achieved that goal, give it some time so I can see the check mark, feel the check mark, power the check mark, and then make an update if I need to. All right. What is one small action today that I can do? I love this question. So I actually posted this early on my Facebook, right? It's about the 1%. We don't have to do all the things in massive capacity. And it doesn't matter if it is your business, if it's financial, if it's relationships, if it's, whatever, athletics, food, right? We don't have to make massive changes. We just have to be 1% better, right? And when I just said to you, 120 odd people have gone through this workshop and only 5 to 10 people have done it, those are the 1% betters, right? They're the ones who have actually done it. And then, of course, I've had multiple people ask me to do it as well. So there's that. But I want you to look at what you can do today. And whether it be send an email to your list, whether it be don't spend money because you're trying to save it, whether it be look after the fruit and vegetables today instead of the processed food, whether it be go for a walk, get your shoes on and get outside. 1% better means you don't have to feel overwhelmed and stretched and all the things, because we know how it's so loud out here, guys. It's so loud with the internet. It's so loud with influencers telling us things, different people telling us things. It's loud. We know this. So do one thing 1% better, and then you will find yourself in a much better position moving forward. And then the last thing is, and this is a big question that I get often, is what do I put on my vision board? And I find this one really interesting because for me, I can't stop myself from finding things to put on my vision board. But I do know that there are people who struggle with that. So, I've posted many things and I can find some posts for you. I can send you some resources. I have a clarity workbook that you can look through and fill out. But the biggest thing is to look at the areas that are most important to you. And oftentimes I find it's family, career, business, relationships, and health. Those tend to be the biggest ones. And so when you know that those are the biggest ones, we're going to use those and look at what we want to accomplish. I'm a big believer in, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, right? That's a really, really hard thing for some people. But what I want in 6 months is going to be very different than what I want in 5 years. And so breaking it down that way is really, really helpful. And then it's looking at a vision board. We often see vision boards around January, February time because it's New Year's resolutions and it's, all of this. I like to look at it from quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, because we're constantly trying to strive for better, right? I want to look at the things I need to get done. I want to look at the goals that I have. I want to see what I've accomplished each quarter. I want to see what I've done that's well. I want to see where I've done that needs to be improvement and all of those things. So I talk fast. I get very excited. AI vision boards are definitely something that I'm not going to stop talking about. I love them. There are options for you. Again, like I said, come and join one of my workshops. They're $47 to join. The VIP is upgrades, so you could be a demo. The next one is Saturday, March 22nd from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time. That's 11 to 1 Eastern if you're in that zone. It's also helpful for those of you guys over in Europe or England. It's evening time for you. I think it's 7 hours. The other thing too is if you want to do it, but you don't necessarily have the time or the capacity, of course I can do that for you. Reach out and let me know and I can help you with that. That is definitely an offer of a service that I have. So I want you to get excited when you see my clients, people posting about them, vision boards are coming, AI images are everywhere. You know, there's branding experts who are making incredible images. There are photographers who are making amazing images and I love them and they're incredible. What I do is unique in the sense that I take those images and I create those vision boards so that we can help with visualization. We can help with future pacing, what's going on. I have coaches that I'm working with that you know, part of their program is to do visualization and future pacing for their business or whatever it is. I have business coaches, relationship coaches, etc. And now imagine where instead of just visualizing with your imagination, you have a picture of you looking back at you. Okay. And that has been so, so powerful. So again, guys, I just wanted to come on. I haven't been live in a really long time. I wanted to come on and say hello. I wanted to say why I've been talking so much about AI vision boards. Yes, I still do my coaching. Yes, I still love my clients that I work with, you know, with our app and from health and fitness perspective, 100%. But every single one of those people that I've worked with over the last 20 plus years knows that the mindset piece is such a powerful piece, right? I often say it's not a food issue. It's not a movement issue. What was going on up here is such a big part of that. And if we can work on the visualization, the further down the line, what does it look like? How does it look? How does it feel? Right? What does my 85-year-old self say to me every single day? Is she proud of me? That's what's going to help us move the needle forward. So that's what it's all about. Anyways, you guys, if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. I'm open. You can see I'm excited about it. I definitely talk really fast. You probably don't want me to, I probably won't shut up, to be fair. So I'm going to end the live. But have yourself a fantastic Thursday or Friday, depending on where you are in the world, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.